Hello student, welcome back in integral classes. Today I will teach you operation on matrices which we will apply in next exercise 3.2. Yesterday I have teach you some basic knowledge of about the matrix and exercise 3.1. So now start addition of matrices. So student, if we have given two matrices, here let A equal to 6, 9, 5, 4 and B equal to we have given -3, 2, -5, 2. So we will apply the operation of addition of matrices. So student, the sum of two or matrices in same order. These two matrices are same order, but the order of this matrix 2 cross 2, and here is also 2 cross 2. As we study, what is the meaning of 2 cross 2? It means 2 row and 2 column this matrix contain. So now if we will add two matrices of same order, then obtained by adding the corresponding element. What is the meaning of corresponding element? It means if we will add, it is a A11 of this and suppose it is a B11. So A11 add in B11. Similarly A12 add B12. A21 add B21 and A22 add in B22. Let's apply here. 6 plus -3 corresponding element, 9 plus 2, 5 plus -3 and 4 plus 2. Sound. So now we will get a matrices C. 6 minus 3, 3, 9 plus 2 C, 5 minus 3 2 and 4 plus 2 6. This matrix is also order of 2 cross 2. So student, it is the addition of two matrices. Now for multiplication of matrix by scalar. Scalar is any constant value as we consider here. So now first we will consider, suppose A equal to this matrix is 6, 9, 5, 4 and a element, a scalar is a constant number. Suppose K is a, we will consider here 5. So K into matrices Aij, then we will multiply this K every element of this every element of this matrix. How can? Let's see. K is 5 and matrix is Aij 6, 9, 5, 4. So now we will multiply it by every element of this matrix. Then we will get 5 6 ja 30, 5 9 ja 45, 5 5 ja 25, 5 4 ja 20. So this product is called multiplication of matrix by scalar. This constant value is called scalar. Next operation is negative of a matrix. So now student, the negative of a matrix is denoted by -8. It means if we will write here -8, it is a negative matrix. So we will write here -1 into a. It is also will be become a multiplication of scalar, because -1 is work like a scalar here. Suppose again if we will multiply here any matrix which we will consider a equal to 5, 3 minus 2, 6. So 5, 3 minus 2 and 6. Minus 1 is multiply every element of this matrix. So it will be become minus 5, minus 3 and it will be become positive 2 and minus 6. It is the value of what? It is the value of minus a. So it is the negative of a matrix. Now next is difference of a matrix. If we will consider here two matrix A equal to Aij, M in cross n order, and B equal to Bij, which have same order m cross n, then difference between them, it means A minus B equal to what? Aij minus Bij m into n. Suppose it is a let C, Cij, we will get m cross n. It is also similar to addition of matrix because we will use only here subtraction and corresponding elements are subtract here. Let's suppose A equal to this matrix 5, 3 minus 2, 6 and B equal to what? Minus 5, 6, 3 and 2. Now we will find here A minus B. So we should write here 5, 3 minus 2, 6 and minus 5, 6, 3, 2. Now we will subtract. So corresponding element are subtract here. 5 minus plus. So 5 plus 5 it will be become 10. It will be become 10. 3 minus 6 equal to minus 3. Minus 2 minus 3. Then minus 5. 6 minus 2 4. So it is a C. So student, we will get here order of 2 cross 2 matrix and these two matrices are also 2 cross 2. Now as we observe, we will subtract here corresponding element and minus is multiply all of element of second matrix. Next topic is properties of matrix addition. So student, we know that addition, matrix addition follow commutative law. What is the commutative law? As we know that we will consider here two matrix A and B. Then if we will add here A plus B, we have given same result if we will add B plus A. So this law is called commutative law. Now for associative law, we will consider here three matrices A, B and C. So student, if we will add first two matrix, then add first two matrix A plus B, then after resulted we will add again C. It gives same result. Then if we will add last two matrix and resultant is add again A. One thing more student, all of matrix have same order here m into n. If we will consider A is a 2 cross 2 order matrix, then we also consider here B and C also have same order which 2 cross 2. Next is existence of additive identity. So we will consider here A is a matrix and if we will add here 0. We know that student 0 is a additive identity for addition. If we will add 0 in any number, then we will get again that number. So here we will consider here 0 is a additive identity matrix which contain same order that have A also. It means if A have 2 cross 2 matrix, then 0 is also 2 cross 2. So we will add them. How can we will add? Same here as we study that corresponding element are, add them, then we will get again A, and here is 0 plus A. So 0 is a additive identity. Now existence of additive identity. We know that 0 is a identity of matrix. So how can we will get here? Which matrix we will add, then we will get here 0. So here if A add in minus A, it means A matrix add minus A, then we will get 0. So minus A is a additive inverse matrix. Therefore minus A is additive inverse matrix. How can we consider? Suppose A equal to 2 cross 2 matrix which have 2, 3, 5, 6, and minus A is have minus 2, minus 3, minus 5 and 6 and minus 6. Okay, now we will add them. Then we will get what? So if we will add them, how can 2, 3, 5, 6 plus minus 2, minus 3, minus 5, minus 6. Then we will add only corresponding element. 2 minus 2, 0. 3 minus 3, 0. 5 minus 5, 0, and 6 minus 6, 0. So 0 is a additive identity and minus A is a additive inverse matrix to which have to A. Now student, we have done properties of addition matrix. Now we will learn here properties of scalar multiplication of a matrix. So student, for this again we will consider here two matrix, A equal to Aij which have order m into n, and B equal to Bij and which have same order, and K is any scalar, it means any constant. K is any scalar, any constant. So student, if we will multiply here, suppose K is multiply A plus B, then we will get here, if scalar is multiply firstly, then we will get, then we will add both of matrix. This property, how can we will solve? Suppose we will consider here two matrices A and B. First we will add them. After add them, we will multiply here any constant value. It is equal to, first we will multiply a scalar quantity with A matrix, and K is also multiply B. Then we will add them. So in both conditions we will get same result. And secondly, if K and L are two scalar and A is a matrix, then first we will add these two scalar, then after editing them we will multiply it by A matrix. We will get same result if we will multiply first scalar to matrix and second scalar also matrix, then we will add them. In that condition we will get also same result in both condition. I hope so student you have to understand the properties of scalar multiplication. Next property is, if we have given two matrices, then how can we will multiply them? So suppose we have given two matrices A equal to Aij, which have order m cross n, and B equal to Bij, and it also have same order, suppose. Okay, so how can we will multiply here? Yes, so student, it is not necessary that B also have same order, but here is also one thing is more. If A have n column, then it should be B also have n rows. It means rows column of first matrix also same to rows of second matrices. Then we can multiply. Otherwise we can't do it. Let's see how can we will multiply. Let me explain. Suppose A equal to have 2, 3, 4, 2 and it contain 2 cross 2 matrix. Now we will consider here B, which have, it may be 2 column, 2 rows. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now student, A is a 2 and 3, 4, 2, 2 cross 2 matrix, and B is a 2 into 3, 2 cross 3 matrix here. So how can we will multiply? So A, B equal to what? First we will write here 2, 3, 4, 2 and 2, 4, 6, 3, 5, 7. Okay, so firstly we will multiply here first row of first column. So let's see, 2 into 2, 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3. Okay, now again we will multiply here 2 first row second column, 2 into 4 plus 3 into 5. Again first row multiply by third column, 2 into 6 plus 3 into 7. So we will multiply first row firstly all of these 3 columns. Now we will multiply second row, first column, then second and third. So 4 into 2 plus 2 into 3. Again second row multiply by second column, 4 into 4 plus 2 into 5. Again second row third column, 4 into 6 plus 2 into 7. Now we will get resultant is 2 2 ja 4, 4 plus 9 equal to 13, 2 4 ja 8, 8 plus 15, 23, 2 into 6, 12, 12 plus 21, 33, 4 2 ja 8, 8 plus 6, 8 plus 6, 14, 4 4 ja 16 plus 10, 26, 4 6 ja 24, 24 plus 14, 38. So student, as we observe here, if we multiply two matrix which have A have order is 2 cross 2 and B have 2 cross 3, then we will get a matrix which have 2 cross 3 order. It means if we will multiply here two matrix, then we will get rows of first first matrix and column of second matrix. So the resultant of A I multiply by Bij. Okay, Aij have M into N and N into S. So we will get C matrix and that have order R M cross S. Yes student, I repeat it again. Multiplication of two matrix. If we have given two matrix A and B, A contain M cross N order and B have order N cross S, then we will get resultant is M cross S order because N are common here. So they are cross to each other. Now by example I will explain. I will consider here. I have considered here that a matrix which have order 2 cross 2 and B matrix which have order 2 cross 3. Now we will multiply them. How can we will multiply? First row of matrix A is multiplied by first column, then second column, then third column. So 2 2 ja 4, 3 3 ja 9, then 2 4 ja 8 and 3 5 ja 15 and 2 6 ja 12, 3 7 ja 21. Similarly, we will multiply second row of all these columns and we will get this matrix which have order is 2 cross 3. Now, next property is if the product of two matrices is 0, matrix it is not necessary that one of the matrix is 0 matrix. What will be said this statement, student? It said that if we have given two matrix and we will multiply them, then we will get 0 matrix. So it is not necessary after two matrix resultant is 0, then one of them of 0. Let's see, consider example. A equal to what? 0 0 minus 1 2 and B equal to what here? B equal to 3 5 0 0. Now we will multiply them. AB, find out here AB 0 minus 1 0 2 and 3 5 0 0. So now resultant we will get. How can we will multiply? As we know that row, first column. First we will multiply 0 into 3 plus minus 1 into 0. Then first row, second column 0 into 5 plus minus 1 into 0. Now second row multiply by first column 0 into 3 plus 2 into 0 and again 0 into 5 plus 2 into 0. So now we will get resultant matrix is, it will be become 0, 0 into 3 0, 0 into minus 1 0, it will be also 0, it will be 0 and 0. So now we will get 0 matrix. So the statement it says that if the product of two matrix is 0 matrix, it is not necessary that one of the matrix is 0 matrix. It means these two matrices are not 0 matrix. But if we will multiply them, we will get resultant are 0. Now next is, if we have given two matrix A and B, then when their multiple are equal, it means AB equal to BA. When we will say that they are equal, because if we have multiplied two matrix which are diagonal matrix, it means diagonal elements are 0. Let's see, if we multiply here AB, then 1 0 0 2 and B is 3 0 0 4. So how can we will multiply? First row, first column, then first row, second column. So now 1 into 3. Okay, 1 into 3, 1 into 3 and 3 and 0 into 0. Again 1 into 0 0, then it will be become 0. Again 2 into 3 and 0, it will be become 0. 0 into 0 and 8. So we will get multiply of AB 3 0 0 4. Now other side we will multiply BA equal to 3 0 0 4 and 1 0 0 2. So how can we will get? Again row 3 1 ja 3 and 0. Again here 3 0 and 0. Here is 0 and 8. In both condition we will get same resultant. So here is, when commutative law follow, if we will multiply two matrix which have diagonals are 0. Now next property is the associative law. We know that if we will multiply three matrix, let A, B and C are three matrices. A, B and C are three matrices. So how can we will get? So they follow associative law. AB multiplied by CD is give same result. Then if we multiply here BC, then again first we will multiply AB, then we will get resultant, then resultant multiply by again C. We have give same result when we have multiply firstly last two matrix, then A. So it follow associative law. Now next is the distributive law. For distributive law, student, we will again consider here three matrices. Let A, B and C are three matrices. So how can we will apply here? We know that what is the distributive law? Distributive law. So we will multiply here AB plus AC. It means if we will add two matrix, then resultant multiply by first, then we will get same result if we multiply two matrix and add them. So this law is called distributive law. Now existence of multiplicative identity. So existence of multiplicative identity, we will consider here I. I is a, we know that, identity matrix which have square matrix or only square matrix which have order 2 cross 2 and 3 cross 3. Now we will multiply here I by A, then we will get A and A multiplied by I. In both condition we will get same result. So I is a identity for multiplicative I is a identity matrix for multiplicative. Now student, we have done here. Student, we have done in this video operation on matrices, addition of matrix, multiplication of matrix, negative of matrix, difference of matrix, and properties of matrix addition also, which are commutative, associative, and existence of additive identity and existence of additive inverse. Now we have done also in this video properties of scalar multiplication of matrix. And if we have given two matrix, then how can we will multiply them? So student, this basic knowledge of we will applies in exercise 3.2. So watch this video carefully and implement this on exercise 3.2. Thank you for watching the video.